All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Karkadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS. It's a sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing the truth and sincerity. And I'm going to this article that says, she says China is ready for war after Trump. Biden take hard line on Beijing. So here it is, China saying it that they're ready for war. Russia's been saying it was ready for war. You gonna have other the I mean, that's it's all in y'all faces, and you people refuse to see it. But here it is. They're saying it. They're ready for war. After all this whole election thing, they ready. They ready for everything to pop off. So I'm gonna get right into it. This is it says this is Chinese President Xi Jinping warned Friday that Beijing will not shy away from conflict. Soon after President Donald Trump and Democratic challenger former Vice President Joe Biden sought to convince Americans they would both stand up to China over the next 4 years. She made the remarks in a speech in Beijing marking the 70th anniversary of the Korean War, in which China intervened on behalf of North Korea and fought against America, South Korean, and assorted United Nations forces. So they talking big game about this stuff, and you people refuse to realize it. But this is what what we've been talking about for the longest time. I'll get the scripture right here just to back it up. This is Matthew 24:6. And it says, "And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars." See, I'm gonna start right there, because this is those rumors of wars, the wars that's actually going to be happening, which World War III is basically already kicked off. But here, this article says it all right here. Russia's already ready to go to war with the U.S. And then you got this, and then you got other countries that's about ready. So I'm gonna keep reading on this. It says, "She who in recent years centralized power, dissolved term limits, and become the most influential Chinese leader since Mao Zedong, said in a fiercely nationalistic address at the Great Hall of the People that China is ready for conflict, and that global efforts to contain Beijing would fail." I could actually skip this part because I'm just trying to get to the main points of this. Um, let's see. I'm sure I can start here. Yeah, here we go. In a barely veiled jab at the U.S., she said that any country and any army, no matter how powerful they used to be, would be battered if they went against the interest of the international community. So here it is that they saying it. They ain't backing down from any threats. This is the war that's pretty much coming in. This is that war that that you people was actually trying to avoid, and it's not going to be avoided. So it says, in today's world, any unilateralism, I don't know how to say that word, unilateralism, protectionism, and ideology of extreme self-interest are totally unworkable, and any blackmailing, blockades, and extreme pressure are totally unworkable, she said. Any actions that focus only on oneself, and any efforts to engage in hegemony, something like that, and bullying will simply not work. Not only will it not work, but it will be a dead end. Now, based off of what he's saying, the things he was saying, like uh ideology of extreme self-interest, any blackmailing, blockades, extreme pressure. That sounds a lot like Babylon, because that's all they do. They use self-interest a lot. They use any sorts of blackmailing, blockades, extreme pressure to back anybody into the corner to get what they want. And this is why this is how Esau plotted and schemed his way to the top, using, of course, money, but of course, blackmailing and several other things to give himself a leverage. So, actually, I'm gonna keep reading on it because there's a part I wanted to get to. I only read this once, but I know it's here. So it's lucky for the slow movement. Let's say, I think it's the next one I want to get to. Here we go. It says there is now a bipartisan consensus in Washington, D.C. that China is a problem to be addressed rather than a commercial opportunity to be exploited. So now we see, now we see what America uses other people for. So let's go into that word exploit, because he says that China is a problem to be addressed rather than a commercial opportunity to be exploited. But yet these are supposed to be your friends and your allies. Goes to show you that that whole talk is full of shit that you people believe so much about. So let's see. This is the definition of exploit: to make productive use of, to make use of meanly or unfairly for one's own advantage. Tell me that doesn't sound like this, like America right now. Tell me that doesn't sound just like this place. It uses anything to his own unjust advantage. So we're gonna keep going with this. A capitalism first approach that held sway for decades and has been blamed for exporting untold numbers of manufacturing jobs, supply chains, and wealth to China. And it's all true, because they guess where all the jobs, like the big clothing stores, they over in China. Macy's, there's quite a few other ones. I don't remember off the top of my head. But there's a lot of the businesses that shut down here to go over to China. That goes to show you this is all just a money game. That's all there's ever been. And it's all there ever will be until this place, well, not till this place is just destroyed, but when they actually kick off with this entire thing. That's what we're waiting for. So, let's see. We're gonna go down to right here. It says, despite his warm words about Xi, Trump's administration has been tough on China. The president has accused Biden of being too soft on Beijing, and has accused his challenger of selling out the U.S. to China. So what you have is two demons going against each other. Two demons that are puppets, mind you. And of course, it's all set up, but still, this is Matthew 12 and 26. And it says, if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And that's what you're seeing. You're seeing a rift. And of course, Esau, the rats set these Edomites up to do a part, but here you have them bumping heads. And how else would this place stand? These figureheads are falling apart in front of the people, which makes the people fall apart, because these are the people they look up to. That's why our people are so much into the presidential elections because they're not focused on anything else but that. Vote for Trump. Vote for Biden. You mean to tell me you want me to vote for one of the two devils that's both just as wicked than the other? Just so for a place to I guess rebuild when I want this place to be destroyed. Your votes don't matter. It never has. That's why you people fail to understand these things. This is why Esau set the rats set up these things because people like variety. You don't see the what's her name? I guess you could say the Queen of England having to go against anybody. She been, as far as I looked into it, she been queen for 67 years, unchallenged. But yet you got these guys that could challenge each other for a White House. Well, the Queen of England, she gets to sit on the throne. She don't get nobody to come up against her. So I'm gonna actually read this part. Actually, we'll probably get this other scripture right here while I'm at it. This is Joel 3:2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So this is all kicking up when you're gonna have all the nations literally going at it in this war, because this is going to be the biggest war out of all of them. This is going to be the war of wars that the Lord has set up. This is our step. This whole article is another step forward to getting out of this place. No matter how you people want to look at it, it is what it is. So I'm gonna read this part right here. It says at the presidential debate in Nashville on Thursday, Biden said he would work with America's allies to make China play by the international rules. Biden said Trump had cozied up to thugs like North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un and Russian President Vladimir Putin. So he's calling these other countries thugs. And he's talking about making them play by the rules. This is the mentality of these proud Edomites that make other nations play by their rules, as if they're the only force on carnal force that's dealing with each other, dealing with anything. So I got this scripture right here. This is Psalms 49:11. The inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. And this is exactly what it is for these Edomites when it comes to them thinking that they are going to last forever. Knowing full well they probably don't even know full well they believe that they're going to continue in this place forever. That this place is going to stand strong even against the Lord. It is not going to happen. This place is going to be destroyed whether they like it or not. So it says right here, and I think this is the final part. Yeah, it is. It says we need to be having the rest of our friends with us, saying to China, these are the rules. Biden said of his plans for Beijing. You play by them, or you're going to pay the price for not playing by them economically. So that's the whole margin of the threat that he thinks he can come up with. This is Job 20:22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he's about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is sleep, or while he is eating. So while all this is happening, while they thinking they have the war under control, which they may not even have the war, you have all these fucking countries coming against them. That's ultimately the Lord. He can make the war stall for as long as he wants. But while this is happening, when that time comes, Esau won't know what's going to hit him. He'll be in a disarray. Especially them rats. They're going to be trying to flee. While their military might is left trying to handle something they can't. So their destruction is coming upon them. No matter what they think, no matter how much they think they got technology that can take down anything, it's not going to be enough. This war is coming, and this war will be the end. Because the Lord goes to war. This is when he comes back. That's going to be war. But it won't be a fair war for Esau. That's for sure. The Lord's having that war to where you ain't doing anything. He's gonna bring back his elect. He's gonna have his elect. And Lord, I'm of the elect along with many brothers, so we could come chase down these Edomites. So that was pretty much all on that. So with that, shalom, and death to this wicked place.